Every university's athletic department has defining moments, turning points that determine what the future will look like. For Oakland University, that moment might be happening right now.
After national attention after their historic upset over Kentucky in the 2024 March Madness tournament, the Golden Grizzlies are entering a new era. But with this spotlight comes one clear question. What does the future of Oakland athletics look like? To find out, we will be interviewing arguably the most prominent figure in all of Oakland University currently, the Athletic Director Steve Waterfield, to get answers to our questions. Today, we're here with Oakland AD, Steve Waterfield, to discuss the future of Oakland athletics.
Yeah.
So our topic of discussion here today is the future of Golden Grizzlies, covering many aspects ranging from potential program expansion and NIL strategy to new facilities and the long-term direction of Oakland athletics, specifically your vision for growth and the road ahead.
So with that being said, we'd like to go ahead and get started with our first question.
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Across campus, everyone keeps asking the same question. Should Oakland add a Division I football program? The hype is real, the fan interest is real, and for a lot of mid-majors, football is how they level up nationally.
Before hearing what Athletic Director Steve Waterfield had to say about these challenges, we wanted to know what students actually think. So we went around campus and asked them ourselves.
Do you want Oakland to have a football team?
Yeah, Oakland should have a football team.
Yeah. Why not?
Yes.
Yes, Oakland should have a football team.
After hearing the student perspective, we brought the same question to Athletic Director Steve Waterfield. So, given that Oakland has a football club, do you ever see in the future that Oakland could potentially get like an NCAA football team? I've heard in the past there was like rumors of the Dodge family didn't like contact sports and things like that. I don't know how true that is. I just heard that.
So I've heard about the potential that maybe Matilda Dodge Wilson didn't want to have football. I've never seen anything in writing, or I don't know if it's legend or not, but even if that didn't exist, and I don't think it does because I haven't seen it, this is not any intention anytime in the near future, as long as I'm the AD of adding a varsity football program.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I love college football, just the landscape and the challenges financially that adding a varsity football program, not just with the operational costs, but staffing costs. And then you add the Title IX component. So if you add 105 participation opportunities on the men's side, you would have to add more than that on the women's side, because kind of the undergraduate population is about 57-43 women and men, and that would just add additional costs, facility costs, etc.
Yeah, and do you think there'd be like any issues with NIL with the football? Because I know there's a lot of things happening right now, all the NIL, with, especially when it comes to football. So
yeah, and I think if you're competing in football at the Division I level, there is an expectation that you're going to be investing in revenue share NIL. There's no way I think you can avoid it at the Division I level in football. And it would just be exponentially greater than what we already see in men's basketball, because your roster of men's basketball is about 15 and in football it's 105. So it would be a significant factor. And you'd have to decide, each institution has to decide how much they want to invest in revenue share and NIL with football student athletes at each of their programs.
Oakland's March Madness run electrified the country and completely changed the trajectory of the program. With star players and national media attention during their March Madness run, NIL took center stage. Speaking of NIL, I wanted to ask, how has the NIL budget been impacted after the Kentucky upset in March Madness and the recent successes of the basketball program?
Yeah, so at Oakland, all of our kind of NIL and rev share, it's all money that's raised, like fundraised by the sports programs. And so Campy with men's basketball fundraises money, uses those gift funds to provide, now it's the post-house revenue share to the student athletes on the basketball program. Now, the Kentucky win happened before the House settlement was a finalized. And the neat part about that is I think what we saw after the Kentucky win was what maybe people thought NIL was going to be when it was originally implemented by the NCAA. Is Jack Golke has obviously a historic team, and companies right after are reaching out to him with NIL opportunities, whether it was TurboTax and everything else. So we saw that side of NIL, which I think is what most people probably anticipated NIL being. Now it's really NIL's turned into revenue sharing. And it was neat for us to see what Jack was able to do with the platform that he had. And I don't know how much he ended up making, but whatever it was neat to see.
Yeah. So speaking of like the player impacts of NIL, how do you compete with these like bigger schools in the NIL landscape to keep or maintain your starters like Trey Townsend or like Alan Mukeba, losing them to like Arizona and Arizona State?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think realistically you can keep them here if it's about the money. I mean, there's a lot of great things in Oakland that we can offer. Coach Campy's a great coach. But Power 4 institutions are going to offer significantly more money than we'll be able to offer. And I don't begrudge any of student athletes for deciding to transfer and getting that money. So it really isn't, hey, am I going to be able to compete with Michigan when they're going to offer $1 million to somebody? It's not. We just at this point don't have anywhere close to that. I think what we try to do is do a good job of recruiting and evaluating players to come and play basketball. And hey, if they're here a year and they do well, that's great. If they're here 2 years and do well, that's great. It's really up to them. It's morphed into, in the past, it's like, hey, come to Oakland and we'll give you opportunities to play professional basketball and make money playing professional basketball. Now it's come to Oakland and we're going to give you opportunities to make money. Now the making money isn't just professional basketball. The making money is in college basketball with rev share. And if that's what they decide to do, then hey, good for them. I mean, they should have that opportunity. And so it's really, how do you continue to recruit players that they're having those, if they're getting offered that amount of money, that means they've had a pretty good season. And if they've had a good season, it means we probably had a pretty good season as a team.
Saying something I've heard Campy talk about recently, do you ever see Oakland maybe being on a potential similar like trajectory to like a Gonzaga, a GCU, St. Mary's, some of these like smaller mid-major programs that have risen very rapidly to become more like a national brand?
Yeah, I do. I mean, my vision for Oakland athletics is to be the preeminent Division I athletic department east of the Mississippi River without a varsity football program. And I think just from without having varsity football, I think it provides opportunities to do what Gonzaga has done, and see some of those other schools that are basketball centric are able to do at a national level.
Because in my mind, I definitely view Oakland as like an East Coast Gonzaga, like a program that has so much potential to rise to a more national brand. I mean, after the Kentucky win, it's already become in the spotlight a lot more. So
and I'm with you. And one of the things with one of the tough parts about being in a league like the Horizon League, or kind of what they call one bid leagues, is you've got to win your conference tournament to make it to the NCAA tournament. But one of the good things about that is you have next year when Northern Illinois comes into the league, a 1 in 12 opportunity every year to make the NCAA tournament. And so you can manage to play your best basketball into February, beginning of March. You can do it. And once you're in the tournament, who knows what happens? You can beat Kentucky, and you can do a lot of special stuff. So I think that's where you can start to see the blueprint to being at that level of success at a school that's kind of considered, a league is considered below the Power 4.
But
it's not just the men's program. The women's program is trending upwards as well, with the new hire of Coach Kesha Newell.
How do you feel the new women's basketball coach, Coach Newell, is going to influence the future trajectory of women's basketball?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what she does. I mean, we have a long history of success in women's basketball at Oakland, Division II era, and even in the early 2000s, particularly in the Division I era. It takes time. I mean, I've told Keisha, hey, we want to do well, but the key is to build that foundation of success. And I'm seeing her do that. I'm excited to see what she does this year, but also excited to see what she does in following years and to kind of get the program back to the level that it experienced 20 some years ago there. So I'm bullish. And I think as more people get to watch some of the women's basketball games, I think they're going to get excited too and want to continue to follow at even a higher rate the program.
Facilities show recruits what an athletic program values. With a brand new basketball practice facility that opened up just this year, Oakland is sending a message. This program is serious about development, improvement, and the future.
How does the new basketball practice facility help entice new recruits and generate more revenue for the university?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been very helpful in recruiting. I think if you ask both Coach Campy and Coach Newell on the women's side, it's been a huge asset during the recruiting process. Often they use the basketball practice facility obviously as a stop, and they show it. And it's not just with recruiting. I think it's helped with the development of the team. So over the summer, I think they're further along, and I think Greg has even said it. They're further along now than they would have been in the past because that facility gives them a standalone venue that they can work on and that the students can use. Now, the hope is that, hey, the more success we have, the better of a team, the more money you'll be able to generate, not just, I mean, if you win an NCAA game, you get money from the NCAA, you get increase, studies show you get increased overall enrollment for the university. There's an increase in fundraising typically for that sport. So the more success leads to other success down the road. And it's the practice that I think we've seen the dividends. I think we'll see more and more the more years we kind of have it, we can build off each year's success.
Before coming to Oakland, Waterfield spent part of his career at Nebraska, a power conference university in the Big Ten. That experience plays a crucial role in the way he leads Oakland today. What lessons from your tenure at Nebraska have shaped your vision for the future of Oakland athletics?
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, there's Nebraska, Miami, Wisconsin. I mean, the people are so important. I mean, really, it starts with the people and just getting the right people in the right positions, whether it's coaching or administratively. I also learned in Nebraska's budget is huge. It's probably more than 20 times Oakland's budget in athletics. And they're not the only proof of this. There's a lot of schools you could look at. It's just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you're going to have a lot of success across the board.
Yeah.
It's tough to win in athletics. Just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you're going to solve problems. You usually solve the problems with the right people, which goes back to the right people. But I also learned how to, they operate at a very high level. And so you learn what that looks like, and then you try to scale that. How do we operate at a very high level at Oakland with resourcing at what we have compared to the resources that they have?
All right, so we're going to let you go here. Again, thank you for your time. I know the basketball season's underway right now, so it's a busy time at Oakland. And go Grizz.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, good luck with your project. Happy to help out. Hope to see you at a basketball game coming up next year.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, take care. We'll see you.
Right.
From NIL to facilities, from national recognition to the distant possibility of a Division I football program, Oakland athletics is evolving.
As the landscape of college sports continues to transform, so does the future of Oakland University. This is the next chapter of the Golden Grizzlies.